I'm gonna open that file for the bridge, and you can see how it looked too bad in render view, but here I'll be doing some modifications and beautify it, adding some reality to it. So grab that light and delete it, and add on that, change to environment texture and open an HDR map. A link in the description below. You'll get it from textures.com. Here it is. And also split those windows, change the viewport to shader editor, and you will change from object to world settings. Hit Ctrl T to open mapping and texture coordinates. Rotate along the Z axis because I want those, you can see those lights to the far end. I want them to reflect directly to the bridge, so I'm gonna position the HDR map quite good to face that bridge. Now I landed at this point. You can see all those kinds of light, so time to append that file for the car and import this car, the car I made in the second video, also a link in the description. So here I appended the as a collection, so everything is quite intact. So I'm gonna switch off the first collection so as to remain with the collection for the car only. Delete that plane, and also I'll be deleting this lighting. So for the steering wheel, I want to attach it to the car to join, and for one reason, the reason as to why they do is because it's still being mirrored along the x-axis. So to solve this, I'm gonna apply that mirror modifier for the car, which was still on. Grab one of those steering wheels in edit mode by selecting and hitting L, and select to delete the faces. Now we have only one, you can see that one. Then I'll rotate this car to that point to face that direction and scale a bit. Grab it along the Z axis downwards to fit perfectly on that bridge so as to land on the bridge's floor. Rotate again so as to face on the camera, straight to the camera. So grab that light and also delete it. Delete that camera for the collection which came from the appended file of the car collection. We can switch on the other collection. And also check that box on scene world. You can see all those good reflections. They're pretty cool. Change the camera view to be like at a different protruded angle along the y-axis to face something like towards the right at an angle of about 30 degrees, I can say. Decrease the strength of the HDR so as to look like it's in the night, somehow in the night and the lights are on. For animation, I'll be checking that box. To animate this one, I'll be switching over to this tab. Check that box. This model I want it to be past the camera, so position it towards the x-axis, past the camera towards the right side of the screen. Once you're done with that, uncheck that box to close it, and here it is. So everything you saw at the starting of this video, I made it in Blender. Even the audio, actually it was my first time to do audio thing, and I thought it's awesome to do that. And when you hit play, you can see how it's moving, and also the reflections it's making on also on these rails and on the floor as well. So to render this one, change it to FFPA and MPG4. Let's set that one to MPG4. For the quality output, let it be constant bitrate. And with that, you can render your animation.